Hello, you happy pappy people. Welcome back to another edition of the Babbling Bards podcast.
A podcast made by Xenites.
For Xenites.
We are your happy hosts.
I'm Trista.
I'm Liliana.
I think we're on a first name basis with you guys already.
Yeah. How are ya?
What's shaking? What's crack-a-lackin'? Right?
Okay.
What's crack-a-lackin'?
It's crack-a-lackin'? Yeah.
Oh.
What?
We're here, Liliana. We
Yeah.
are here.
I know.
You were there.
Okay.
Xena episode title. You were there.
Uh-huh.
Guess who's not there?
Xena.
Xena's not there.
Why?
She's in Tartarus.
Yeah.
Because Callisto's been a bad puppy.
Yep. She did the whole body swapping thing.
She pulled a Buffy.
She did.
She pulled a Buffy and Faith. That's
Uh-huh.
what this episode reminds me of.
They did the whole body switching thing too.
Episode This Year's Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Season 4?
I don't know.
Is it 4? Yeah.
I don't know.
God, we need a Buffy rewatch.
I know.
Really bad.
We do.
I'm like amazing at Buffy trivia.
Reigning champion in Buffy trivia.
8 years running.
I was gonna say how many years?
8 years running. Never missed a question. Speaking of Buffy trivia,
Yes.
we're going to the Xenite retreat.
We are.
Musetta Vander's going to be there.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
She was on both Buffy and Xena.
She played Elena's on Xena.
Uh-huh.
And she played Miss French.
French.
Well, she called herself Miss French.
The bug lady.
The bug lady. Because she wasn't really Miss French.
Mm-hmm.
She just posed as Miss French.
Right.
But she's actually credited as the bug lady.
Yeah.
So we're like... I don't know about Liliana, but I am stupid excited about that one.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, filled with gid. I am giddy.
We are. We was very excited.
Yes.
So, I mean, in our last podcast, we, shared our excitement with you guys about us going to the retreat.
Yay!
Retreat.
We didn't think we were going to get to go.
No. And we got,
But it worked out where we could.
And, we also got, some other news regarding the retreat thing.
We did.
Today.
We are going to be, totally unexpected.
Yeah.
We're going to be attending the charity auction dinner that's being hosted by Adrian Wilkinson.
Right. The night before the retreat.
The night before the retreat, yeah.
Yeah.
It's being held that Thursday. If you guys are in the Burbank area, you do not have to attend the retreat to attend the charity auction dinner.
Right.
Tickets are $275.
Mm-hmm.
So far, they've got 3 celebs on the map. They've got Adrian Wilkinson, who played Livia and Eve. They have Brittany Powell, who played
Brunhilde.
And she was also on Saved by the Bell the college years.
Uh-huh.
So I geeked a little over that because,
You did.
Saved by the Bell. I'm like, she's a celebrity. She made it to Saved by the Bell. She's famous. And then Steve Sears.
Steven Sears will also be there.
Who?
Yeah.
I like Steve Sears. It's the hat.
It's the hat.
It's the hat.
Okay.
It's the hat and the Steve.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, they're going to be there. There's a raffle, $50 ticket raffle.
There's a raffle.
For a book that was put together by T.J. Scott, who's the director of photography for Xena Warrior Princess. He also did... he was also director of photography for Renee O'Connor's movie Diamonds and Guns. Mm-hmm. But a lot of clips of different celebrities that he's worked with. It's a book. It's got Renee O'Connor in it and Adrian Wilkinson and a couple of the guys from Spartacus.
And
Brittany
Powell's in it.
Brittany
too, right?
Powell's in it.
And they've autographed it. Brittany Powell has autographed it.
Renee O'Connor.
Renee autographed it.
Adrian.
And I forgot who else. I think it was a couple other ones. No,
I
don't remember.
Steve autographed it, didn't he?
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
But anyway, the book's in there, and I'm sure you guys have seen the photograph of Renee O'Connor holding the video camera in the bathtub. It's all centered around the bathtub. That's your main focal point. Of course, nobody focuses on that. Everybody's going to be focusing on the naked celebs.
Right.
You know. But But anyway, $50 raffle tickets. That copy of that book is sold out. It's been sold out for years. Mm-hmm. It was a limited edition. And it is the final writer's cut on it. So, you go to the auction, get you a raffle ticket. You'll be entered in the drawing to win the book.
Yeah, and I believe Adrian will announce who the winner is at the retreat.
At the retreat. Yeah, the final day.
I think so, right?
The final day of the retreat.
So yeah, I mean, you don't have to go to the retreat to enter that, right?
No, you don't have to go to the retreat. She's giving away other prizes, though.
Right.
At the retreat for the people that are in attendance at the retreat.
Yeah.
For like other names that are pulled out of the raffle drawing.
Uh-huh.
So
anyway. Yeah. So I mean, we're excited about that.
We're thrilled.
So yeah,
I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm even happier that I don't have to wear a dress. I was panicking a little bit.
It's like the first thing I told Tristan. I'm all like, so this is like a charity auction, which means we gotta like get dressed up, doesn't it? Tristan just looked at me like, oh no. I'm allergic to getting dressed up. Dressed up for me is a comfortable pair of jeans and a t-shirt. That's my dress up.
Every single charity dinner that I ever attended with my parents, all of those big frilly dresses popped through my head so hard. And I got upset. Which, I mean, I would have donned it. I would have donned it. I would have owned that dress. If I had to wear one. But it's smart. It's smart casual, so we don't have to.
Yay.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. So I can go in dress slacks and a nice blouse.
Yes. There we go.
I am just thrilled.
Me too.
Ecstatic. We need to get back to Intimate Stranger.
Hey. Intimate Stranger.
Hey.
Yes.
I have to ask you a question.
Why?
Because I want to know if you can answer it.
Why would you do such a thing?
Because you're Liliana.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, I got in an argument with a Xena fan. Not an argument, because, you know, you don't really argue with Xena fans.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Okay, what happened?
Over this episode. It's been like months ago.
Oh, okay.
So, what town does this episode primarily happen in?
Is it Amphibolus?
It's Amphipolis, yes.
Yeah. Amphibolus.
Oh, no.
That's what I said.
It's Athens. It's Athens. No, it's not Athens. It's Amphipolis.
It's not Athens.
Well, she swore up and down that it was Athens.
No, because Callisto...
she says it multiple times throughout the episode.
Yeah.
They're going to Amphipolis.
Because Callisto was going to
Cyrene be in Athens?
Yeah, because Callisto wanted to round up, you know, the villagers from Xena's hometown, and yeah, it's Amphibolus.
She was going to barbecue them.
It's Acidophilus.
Acidophilus, yes.
So
frickin' Lucy Lawless. What is it? Acidophilus?
Acidophilus.
Oh no.
But anyways.
Acidophilus was where I was from. You were from Potidia, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, anyway. That was Coffee Talk 2.
Yeah.
If either of you guys would like to know.
So, original air date was November 11, 1996, and this episode was written by Steve Sears.
We adore Steve Sears.
Yes.
It's the hat.
Yes.
Yes. So,
yeah.
Intimate Stranger in a nutshell. I'm going to go ahead and just let you have it.
Okay. There's
like one scene worth of subtext in here.
Okay.
I looked because you put me on subtext duty. It's my job to find subtext in every episode of Xena Warrior Princess between Xena and Gabrielle.
Yes, it is. So what did you uncover for this one?
I'll tell you when we get there. We're not there yet.
Okay.
And I actually take that back. There's two episodes, or there's two segments.
Okay.
But one I don't agree with. One's like, yeah, okay, I guess maybe, I don't know, not so much. But you know, one of them I'm just like, nah, I don't really see that. But okay, we'll roll with it.
Okay.
So,
alrighty.
This episode underwent quite a few changes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Because Lucy got a boo-boo.
Lucy got an owie.
She did.
She was on the Jay Leno show, and she fell off a horsey, and she broke her pelvic bone.
Yeah.
So this episode underwent a lot of changes because of that. Mm-hmm. At first, before Lucy got hurt, it was like minor scriptural changes.
Yeah.
Like just changes in the lines and stuff being moved here and there. And then when she got hurt, they changed the ending. Because originally in the end, Xena and Callisto were supposed to switch bodies back.
Right.
But it had to be rewritten because, Lucy was not able to be upright all that much. Mm-hmm. And it's odd because usually when a series does something like that, they will find some way to explain why it was left the way that it was. Uh-huh. They didn't on here.
Okay.
Or on this episode. So it's just like, dude, what the heck? So now Gabrielle's going to travel the world with Callisto?
Right.
No! Run, Gabrielle! And it's kind of funny, too, because doing research on this, it was speculated at first that after Lucy Lawless got hurt, that she had been fired from the show. So there were like all these things all over the place, people speculating, Lucy Lawless fired from Xena Warrior Princess. New title role to go to, Hudson Like.
Oh, wow.
It's like, dude, Hudson Like can't even do her own fight scenes because, insurance purposes, because Lucy Lawless botched that up on Hercules. So, no. But anyway, I always thought that was funny. It's like, dude, one little accident and all of a sudden...
Yeah. Rumors start flying.
Freaking humans. I'd rather be a goat.
Okay. Why?
Or a cat, because they just don't give a fuck.
They don't.
I'd rather be a cat.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
Eat and sleep. That's pretty much what they do. Maybe run around for a little bit around, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
But they need us, though.
Yeah.
Because, without us, Willow couldn't turn on her video games by herself.
She just sit there staring at the TV like, are you gonna come on?
Pretty much. That's what she does.
She does.
Stare at the TV. And then she'll turn around and look back at me like, well...
Are you gonna turn it on or not?
Turn it on for me? And then she'll play. We're not kitty whipped at all. So...
Anyways.
This episode was supposed to follow up to Return of Callisto. It was rerouted. It is one of the only episodes that was rerouted. You remember we talked... You're just giving me this blank look like, all right.
Uh-huh.
So, you remember how we talked about in the last podcast, in Warrior Princess Tramp?
Uh-huh.
That Gabrielle literally showed absolutely no signs of mourning.
Uh-huh.
So, in this episode, she still doesn't really show signs of mourning.
Mm-hmm.
But she's still bitter.
Yeah.
At Callisto.
Well, yeah. Of course.
And, it can be taken a couple of ways. Because, hey, she killed her husband.
Mm-hmm.
But, for all you subtexters out there, if there was really not a thing between Gabrielle and Perdiccas, except for the sake of Gabrielle having a pity marriage to him.
That's what it was.
I know. I mean, it's even in the script, that was what it was.
Yeah.
Well, not so much, but that's why.
Yeah.
Because she felt bad.
She felt bad.
Him. So, Gabrielle had a pity marriage to Perdiccas, which is so she wasn't in love with Perdiccas.
Right.
Of course she loved him as a friend, because, they grew up together.
Yeah.
They were betrothed in an arranged marriage.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what they did back then. So, I'm sure she had feelings for him, but it'd be the same. I would go batshit crazy if something happened to my best friend.
Right.
I probably wouldn't get pissed off enough to want to kill him. I'd get pissed off enough to kill him. So, but that's just me. But I would win. I wouldn't take a staff.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go out guns a-blazing, man. I would.
Okay.
Maybe not guns.
Yeah.
Guns is kind of a sensitive subject right now.
I have a sword.
I could do that.
Okay.
Heads are gonna roll! Yes?
Yes.
No?
Yes. Okay.
Alright, back to Xena.
Okay.
Alright.
So Xena's been having nightmares.
Yes.
Because she, let Callisto die.
Yes. But did she really let her die?
Yeah.
Did she?
She let her sink down into the quicksand. Bye-bye!
Wouldn't you have done the same thing?
Yes.
I'd be going, bye, Felicia! That would be me. Bye.
You wouldn't feel bad about it, would you?
After I had time to think about it, maybe.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
So that's what's happening here with...
It would depend on how strongly I felt that person could change.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, with Callisto, I don't believe I would have felt bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Xena should have felt bad. Because she didn't have the spirit in her to change.
Mm-hmm.
She had, like... Callisto's, like, deception made over, Which I'm not on the Callisto bandwagon at all. Our daughter is. I mean, it's her favorite character.
Yeah.
But it's just not me,
Mm-hmm. She likes the bad characters.
I know.
She likes Livia, too. Eve.
She likes Eve.
Eve.
She likes Eve.
Okay.
She didn't like Livia. She liked
right.
Eve.
That's right. Okay. But anyway.
We had to break it to the kids that we were going to the retreat, and they weren't. And she was like, but I like Eve!
Yeah. We told her, next year, when you turn 18, then, it'll be up to you if you want to go or not.
She'll have to miss school.
Be a couple of days.
I don't think she'll much care.
I don't think she would either.
Anyway.
But anyway, yeah. So, yeah.
Yes.
Nightmares.
Xena, back up a little bit.
Okay.
Because you jumped ahead a little.
I think I did.
You did.
Okay, go ahead.
But when it opens up,
Yeah.
Gabrielle and Xena are tracking.
Oh, Callisto's army.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Gabrielle's like, those guys are all with Theodorus?
Uh-huh.
Like, yep. Heading back to him.
That's right. And then,
Then we see that Gabrielle still has some discomfort about anything having to do with Callisto.
right.
And it's like, I get it.
Yeah.
When Gabrielle walks off and Xena hears
Cyrene. It's
I
Mummy.
love Cyrene.
It's Mummy.
Yes.
But is it really?
No,
It
it's
is not.
Because
It's,
Xena's like, Mother, what are you doing here?
yeah. It's Ares. Doing his little tricks again. Trying to trick Xena up. He does that a lot.
And she doesn't realize who it is until he starts to giggle.
Yeah.
When Ares giggles, Xena knows. So, and Ares is, going for where it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the gods. The gods know the mortal's dreams.
Right.
So, he's been in her head. I mean, he knows that she's feeling guilty over Callisto.
Right.
So he comes to congratulate her on her execution of Callisto.
Right.
And she's like, I didn't execute her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then, of course, he puts Callisto there right in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Callisto, but not Callisto.
Right.
And it's got her, like, in the quicksand bog.
Yeah.
Reaching out. And Xena's arm goes out. She can't control it. And she just plunges her sword straight through her chest. Kills her all over again. So Xena pops up. Because she's dreaming.
Yeah.
And when you pop up, when she pops up, Gabrielle's, are you okay?
Yeah, wake up.
Wake up. You alright? And she tells her, Gabrielle tells her, you can't go on like this. And Gabrielle seems like Gabrielle. But Gabrielle's not Gabrielle either. Gabrielle's another phantom of Ares.
Yeah.
Because Xena has like a 3-dream loop.
Yeah.
Before she finally wakes up.
Hold on. Yeah. It's Xena that's waking Gabrielle up.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Because she, like, wakes up from her dream, which is she's not really waking up from her dream because she's still dreaming.
Wake up in the morning
right?
feeling like P.
So she goes to wake up. She goes to
I'm
wake
so sorry.
up Gabrielle. That's okay. So yeah, she goes to wake up Gabrielle and then... Okay. Now you may continue.
Now I may continue?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mommy.
Okay.
So...
Yeah.
This was one of the scenes that was pointed out as subtext. This was the one that I was like, yeah, no, I don't so much see that. There were actually a lot of people that voted on the side of it, not nearly as many as voted on the side of the other one. But because of the placement of Gabrielle's hands and the way that she was holding Xena, after Xena woke her up, they were like, you don't just hold a friend like that. Well, Gabrielle does.
Okay.
So, Xena quickly realizes that Gabrielle is not Gabrielle. Because Gabrielle is, generally speaking, pretty forgiving.
Yeah.
I mean, angry, sure. Bitter, sure. But she, in a nutshell, tells Xena that Callisto deserved it.
Right.
And then she tells Xena that if Hercules had treated Xena the way that Xena treated Callisto, Xena would be dead.
Right.
And then she tells her she deserves it more than Callisto did.
Right, because...
She didn't create you.
She didn't create you, that's right.
Callisto didn't create Xena.
Right.
Xena created Callisto, which is what Xena is wrestling with.
Yeah.
At this point. That's her whole big turning point at the end of this episode.
So now they are awake.
Yeah.
No more dreaming right now.
No more dreams.
So, and Gabrielle's telling Xena about how since Perdiccas was killed, she hasn't dreamt anything.
Gabrielle's telling Xena.
Yeah. Is that what I said? What did I say?
I think you said it backwards.
Okay.
But I was only partway listening.
That's what I meant.
I know. I was enjoying my code red. I totally tuned you out for like half a second. I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez, it's okay.
But Gabrielle's talking about, she used to have really vivid dreams.
Right.
Since Perdiccas died. She hasn't dreamt anything.
Right. And her stories aren't there either.
Nope.
Right.
She's got writer's block.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Because, bards, it's actually really common with writers. They'll usually dream what they write. I've done that before. I've, woken up 3:15 in the morning because a story idea popped in my head, grabbed my laptop and...
Kayla does that all the time. I'll go wake her up for school in the morning. Oh my god, I gotta write this down. And then she, spends the entire day just telling me about what she dreamed. I'm like, oh my god, okay.
The entire day. The entire month.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a teenage girl. It goes on for hours.
So, yeah, she's got, these journals full of her dreams. So.
Which is good. It's a good creative outlet.
Because she uses that to do her writing.
Yeah.
So.
Good creative outlet.
So, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, anyways.
So then we have Theodorus and Joxer.
Joxer's getting his butt kicked by, Theodorus and his army.
He's gone after Theodorus to bring him to justice. The same way that he and Xena brought Callisto to justice.
Right. I didn't know he was there.
I didn't either.
Huh.
He's Joxer the Mighty.
So he's hanging there, getting,
He gets strung up.
He does.
And then Xena does her war cry. To go rescue Joxer.
Yep.
But instead of going after Theodorus and his men, they decide to camp. Because Xena says it's not smart to go after him in the dark.
Right.
So they wait till morning. And Xena's finally opening up to Gabrielle about what's going through her mind.
Right.
Because Xena doesn't open up very often.
No.
To anybody.
Yeah.
But at this point in the series, she started opening up to Gabrielle, which is a huge turn for her character.
Right.
Because I think we talked briefly on, like, season 2, the difference in Xena we see from season 1 to season 2. Mm-hmm. After Gabrielle dies.
Right.
And comes back. And Xena's Asclepius. You know. Xena's characteristics are entirely different, but she's still really guarded.
Right.
So here, you get to see her drop her guard. And Gabrielle's, like, musing about how funny it is. Because you got Xena wishing she hadn't killed Callisto, and Joxer wishing he had killed her.
Right.
And her wishing she'd never been born.
Right.
And then she makes the comment that she guesses Callisto won after all.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Callisto.
Calling for Xena.
Calling for Xena.
And then all of a sudden, poof! Xena and Tartarus.
Right. With Callisto.
Mm-hmm. Because Callisto has teamed up with Ares. Shocker!
Right.
to trick Xena by using her guild against her.
Right. Right.
Yes. I know it's right. I watched the episode.
I know, so did I. So, I mean, Xena thinks that it's a dream, which, I mean, technically...
It is, but it isn't. Not.
Right.
So, this is the way that I see it, and you can correct me if you disagree with me. Because this is the only way I can make this make sense in my head.
Okay.
Because Callisto makes the comment that dreaming... There's a thin veil between dreaming and the underworld.
Right.
So, I halfway took that as, like, you remember back in Dreamworker?
Uh-huh.
How she went through the dream passage?
Right, yeah.
That's, like, what I associated it with.
Yeah.
I was like, so is this, like, a warped version of the dream passage?
Yeah.
Because, if you think about it, Xena could be physically attacked in the dream passage.
Right.
By somebody that had, like, negative juju towards her.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Because in an actual dream, you don't get, like... You can't get harmed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you definitely feel the feelings and you feel the fear.
Yeah.
But you're not physically harmed. So I would think, just, like, using Trista sense, that... Trista logic, that it was... some portion of Morpheus's dream passage that led to the underworld. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I can make it make sense in my head. Because I'm like, well, I don't understand how. Because if she's dreaming, because, I mean, all the Greek myths say that nobody other than Orpheus has ever gone to the underworld and come back alive.
Uh-huh.
And of course, Xena and Mortal Beloved.
Right.
But, so I'm like, well, you know, how? If she didn't physically travel to the underworld...
Mm-hmm.
That would be the only logic, and the underworld looks a lot different. It's harder, so it's a lot different in, like, the dreamscape deal that she's obviously in at this point.
Yeah.
Than it does when she physically goes to Tartarus. But I don't know, what do you think? Like, how do you see that? You know? Agree? Disagree?
Yeah, well, yeah, I agree. I agree with what you said.
I couldn't make it make sense any other way. Like, to me, in my noggin.
I mean, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
Good talk.
All right.
All right. So, Xena's like, oh my god, how did you do this? So, Callisto's like, well, you'd be surprised what you can do when you have...
Help
from a god. Well, Ares says help from a god.
Yeah. And...
it's like, oh. And Xena's all, Ares. It cracks me up. Because Lucy does it. Hudson as Lucy does it.
Uh-huh.
And Ted Raimi does it. In, like, the Deja Vu All Over Again episodes. Ares. You know? It cracks me up that both of those actors associate that voice with Lucy Lawless when she says the word Ares. Every time it's the exact same inflection. Cracks me up. So, anyway.
That's funny.
So, Ares is all bragging because Callisto has potential.
Right.
And Xena has, given him the cold shoulder. Because she turned away from Ares, god of war.
Uh-huh.
And went on about her own life. As an upstanding citizen of Greece. Something that we should all aspire to be.
Yeah. And then they do the whole body swapping thing.
Yes. Because she throws her into that really freaky rock.
Yeah.
I bet none of my friends have a rock that big.
It's a big rock.
It's a big rock. It is. And then in a shower of sparks, boom! Callisto and Xena's body.
Mm-hmm.
In the overworld.
Right.
Now I feel like I'm playing Zelda. Because you got overworld and dark world.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Okay.
Talk, Lillian.
So she goes and wakes Gabrielle up. I mean, and obviously Gabrielle doesn't know that Callisto is now in Xena's body. And Callisto / Xena, tells her, that we have to go to Amphibolus. Because she feels in
her gut that's where Callisto's headed.
Yeah, because she says she's back. Because
Voldemort's back!
Ares is helping her, and they're working together.
And she wants to kill her mother.
She wants revenge, so she's going to Amphibolus to gather up her village and kill them in the same way that her village died.
Ixnay on the Illage Vey.
Huh? What?
It's pig Latin, like it.
Okay.
All right.
What?
I wanna.
Okay.
I wanna point something out.
Do it.
And I wanna get your take on it. So go ahead and be thinking. So it's not like I'm putting you on the spot.
Uh-huh.
Because I want your guys' take on it too. Because we do this because you guys like us most of the time.
Maybe. Sometimes.
Some of you like us. Okay, I can't speak for all of you, but some of you like us. You've told us. So, I want to point out how cheesy of an acting job Lucy Lawless did as Callisto being in her body. The acting job was cheesy. The lines were cheesy, and she reminded me of Xena in the Furies episode.
Crazy Xena?
Crazy Xena. It was the same tone,
yeah.
Same voice inflections.
Some of the same looks.
Some of the same crazy looks. And I couldn't help but think to myself, I wonder if that's like how Lucy Lawless perceives Hudson likes acting when she's acting as Callisto. Because she wasn't masking it trying to act Xena-like at all. She was legit acting nutty like Callisto.
Yeah.
But I'm like, is that how Lucy sees Hudson's acting?
I don't know.
And then, if Gabrielle's such a grand best friend, why didn't she pick up on it? What's up with that? I like the episode. I give it like 3.5 chakrams.
Yeah.
But that part just kind of... Because I'm like, oh, come on, Lucy. You got better than this. You have better than this. If she didn't, she wouldn't have an entire fandom dedicated to her. She just wouldn't. But I felt that part, after they switched bodies, was so cheesily done. I felt like it came across forced and fake.
Mm-hmm.
And nutty. Like, I honestly, I don't really feel like she stuck with Callisto's character at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess so.
What do you think? Like, how do you think that performance went? Because you've watched the show since it aired. Because I'm coming through... This is like, what, our 4th rewatch now? My 4th rewatch. I don't know how many it is for you.
I don't know either.
So at this point, I'm looking at it with like a critical eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know how I dissect everything.
Yes.
So that's how I read it.
Yeah. She does seem kind of goofy-like, I guess.
Maybe
Like when
it's the painkillers.
Like when she goes to like wake Gabrielle, she just kind of like pokes her and like. I thought that was kind of funny. Like, oh my god, what is she doing?
She did the same kind of pokey thing in the first coffee talk.
Uh-huh.
When Renee's pretending to be asleep.
Oh yeah.
Like, Renee. So that's what that reminds me of now.
Okay.
But I think
there you go.
I actually think that part's just Lucy being Lucy.
Yeah.
But just like the lines, the way they were delivered, you know? It's, I don't know. I prefer Lucy Lawless much better as Xena, not Callisto.
I think we all do.
Don't we?
Yes. So.
Ouch. Well, anyway, I just didn't know what you thought.
No. I mean.
But I'm not saying it was poorly done.
No.
At all.
No.
That's not what... So you guys don't hate me, please?
No.
Especially because there's some of you that I'm going to meet in person real soon, and I would rather keep all of my bones intact. I don't feel like it was badly done.
No.
I just feel like it could have been done better.
Better.
But, in Lucy's defense, she was hurt.
Right.
She was probably doped up on all kinds of goody New Zealand drugs. You know? I mean, I don't know. I halfway expected more. But then again, I'm very comparative of the Buffy episode where they did that, and Eliza Dushku and Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah.
I mean, they were spot on with their acting of each other.
Right.
You know. Mm-hmm. But then again, maybe it's also the crossover between a New Zealand actress acting as an American actress, because of course the two are going to have slight differences in mannerisms.
Yeah.
You know, because Lucy, on one hand, has to concentrate so hard on making sure her accent's gone.
Right.
There may have been certain things she had to concentrate on a little more, which is probably why it came across that way. Maybe why it was easier for her to slip into crazy Xena mode instead of Callisto mode. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. But, I mean, that does make sense, so. Okay.
Still a better actor than Ted Raimi.
Jeez.
No, I like Ted. I don't like Joxer, but I like Ted. Then Ares and Callisto and Xena's body.
Right.
Go have a roll in the hay.
Mm-hmm.
Gabrielle totally unsuspecting of the entire thing.
Yeah.
And she's trying to get Argo settled, because
Yeah.
Argo at this point is freaking out anytime Xena comes near.
Because he senses that something's not right.
Argo's a she. She was only a he for the first 2 episodes.
That's right.
I know.
So she senses something's off. So she's pretty much like, well, it looks like Xena, but...
Smells like Xena.
But she knows that it's not Xena. So she's very... What's the word? Jumpy?
Skittish.
Skittish. There we go.
She's a skittish horsey.
Because she knows something's up. But she doesn't know what.
It makes me so mad when she throws that water in her eye.
Oh, I know.
Because, I mean,
too.
that's an actual horse that got water thrown in its eye. You know?
Yes.
It would be different if it was, like, off-screen and you didn't see it, but, like, that, it hurt my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, you know, do what you have to.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Which, obviously, it didn't hurt the trust between Tilly and Xena, or Tilly and Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Tilly was the horse that was used for filming.
Yeah. So, and isn't this where, well, Callisto in Xena's body tells Gabrielle that, you know, you're the one that should have killed her.
Yes.
So.
And you would think Gabrielle, being a smart person, would have still put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
Because, I mean, she should know that Xena would have never in a billion years said that to her.
Yeah.
Pretty much in a nutshell, I can't do it again, you're going to have to. And then Gabrielle's like, you know, so you're saying it's up to me? And, well, I mean, that's not the exact line, but paraphrased.
Yeah.
You know, you're saying it's up to me, and, like, no, but she's going to try and kill my mother.
Yeah.
I can't do it again. And Gabrielle's like, well, she's got to be stopped.
Yeah. And then, we're back down in the underworld.
You got
And-
Xena and Hades.
And Hades.
And
Eric
Xena.
Thompson.
Yes.
We like this Hades better.
Yes.
Then-
He's our favorite Hades.
Yeah, we like this one. So, he's not convinced that that's Xena. You know,
Right.
he thinks Callisto's trying to
pull a fast one.
pull a fast one, yeah. So, I mean...
Then Xena launches into the whole deal with, I was down here with Marcus, I stabbed him through the heart.
Right.
You watched me do it. How many people would know that?
It was all just Marcus, and he wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
So, he's convinced that, you know, oh shit. It really is Xena.
Mm-hmm.
And
So he gives her one day.
one day to make it right.
Mm-hmm.
Send Callisto back down to the underworld.
Because one of them has to go.
One of them has to go.
And then this is where we have, this is what I'm going to call like a mirror scene.
Okay.
So at the beginning of this scene, you have Callisto / Xena.
Mm-hmm.
Again!
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Gabrielle!
Right.
It completely echoes, if it had aired directly in succession with Return of Callisto,
Mm-hmm.
it completely echoes Gabrielle saying, Again! Come on, Xena! Teach me how to kill her.
Right.
It's a complete echo. So, and you
Yeah.
can see that, like, the whole deal play across on Gabrielle's face. Because she's like, oh my god, this was me.
Yeah.
She doesn't say it, but that realization's on her face, and she's like, whoa. And it's kind of funny because you can see the rage. Well, not funny, haha. But you can see the rage on Callisto's face / Xena's face.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same type of rage as Gabrielle had after Perdiccas was killed.
Right.
And you can see the same look of like, oh my god, on Gabrielle's face that Xena had.
Right. Yeah.
So, it's a little parallel scene.
Yeah.
Xena's full of them. Honest and truly.
Yeah.
It is. That's my
Yeah.
takeaway from that scene.
Okay. So, Callisto / Xena, she's pretty much like taunting Gabrielle, like, come on, and then, you know, she's all like, I'm Callisto, you know, I did this, I did that.
She's not taunting her. She's just being honest with her.
Well, yeah, but she's like trying to,
She's being honest with her in a warped way.
yeah.
But yeah, she's trying to get
She's
Gabrielle
trying to
snap.
piss her off.
And she does.
She does.
She succeeds.
Yeah.
Because Gabrielle finally just hauls back and boom! Right in the
Yeah.
center of the chest.
Yeah. And then this is where she ties the
breast
the
dagger makes
dagger.
an appearance.
Yeah. Ties it to the end of her staff.
Yes. And Gabrielle's looking at it like, what? And you would think at this point it would have dawned on her.
Uh-huh.
Because Xena has been so adamant about Gabrielle not killing.
Right.
Throughout the entire series so far.
Yes.
She's been so adamant about Gabrielle not killing.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing she's pointed out that she's always admired about her.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't kill.
Right.
Which ironically Perdiccas admired about her too.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, she never kills.
You would think she would, you know, be like, well, hey, something's up.
Right?
But she wasn't.
I think maybe she was just trying to be supportive for Xena because Xena had opened up
Mm-hmm.
about like what was going through her noggin.
Right.
So maybe she thought she was like having a mental breakdown.
I don't know.
But I mean, at some point, Gabrielle would have had to have been like, "Okay, enough's enough. What's going on?"
Yeah.
And she didn't do that, and I thought that was kind of out of character for her.
Mm-hmm. Then we got Ares again. Now, he's kind of getting upset with Callisto because she's...
Hell-bent on revenge.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's pretty much like, you know, well, that wasn't their plan.
Well, at first he's applauding Callisto.
Right.
You know, he's like, "Oh, you're good." And he gets, "What are you doing with that girl?" And Callisto's like, "Well, I've got plans for her." And then Ares is like, "Look, you can't think of revenge.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
Xena's escaped.
Yeah.
Don't take her on." Because his main concern is making sure that Callisto stays above ground, because that way she can be his puppet.
Right.
Because he wants her army, he wants her at his disposal, because he can't have Xena.
Right. But she doesn't really care about that.
Yeah. Well,
she just wants her
tells him
revenge.
Straight up, she doesn't take orders from men or gods. But which in this scene though, she tells Ares, "You know, promised you allegiance.
Mm-hmm.
You promised me satisfaction, And then they have another roll in the hay. They roll in the hay more than anybody else on the show. Except maybe Xena and Gabrielle. But that's neither here nor there. And I'm sure Argo rolls in the hay too.
Probably.
She probably really enjoys it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, after Callisto/Xena comes back, Gabrielle's curious as to where she's gone and who was following them.
Right. And Callisto just said it was one of Theodorus's men. And she scared him off.
Yep. And then they're getting ready to leave. Gabrielle goes to take Argo, and Callisto's told her, no, Argo's going to stay. She wouldn't want her getting hurt because of her.
Uh-huh. Because, And also, Gabrielle says that she has been a little skittish.
Yeah.
Because she knows something's wrong.
Yeah.
Gabrielle doesn't, but the horse does.
Well, in Gabrielle's defense, Argo's known Xena longer.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay.
And then this is a scene that made me more angry than any other scene in the entire series. With the exception of Xena's head getting chopped off.
Right.
At the end, because that was just cruel.
Yeah.
So, I was mad when I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
You made me watch the whole fucking series knowing it ended like this! I was livid.
She was. She refused to watch again. I'm never watching that ever again.
I was so mad. I'm like,
come on, let's rewatch it again. No. But she did. So.
I did.
Yes, she did.
It took me a little bit.
I know it did.
It was crushing, man. You get...
Oh, yeah.
It's like... You get to liking a show, and then at the end, for me... I finally realized when, Gabrielle gave Xena the water out of her mouth, I was like, oh, they're a thing! And then I was like, oh, they're gonna live happily ever after. Nope. Didn't happen. Never happened. Callisto hacks at Argo.
Yeah.
Threw water in the poor thing's eyeball. Hacked at the horsey. Made me stupid angry.
Yeah. So.
But thankfully, you don't see her hacking at her on screen.
No.
You just see the swordplay.
Right. Then we have...
Real Xena.
Xena, who's up above now.
In Callisto's
body. So... And she finds Argo. And she knows what Callisto was trying to do. She wasn't trying to kill Argo. She wanted Xena to put her down. Because it would hurt more.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I could never figure out what that was. When Xena said, I know what she's trying to do, I'm like, well, what? Tell me.
Well,
Tell me what she's trying to do.
She said it. But yeah, Callisto wanted Xena to be the one to put her down. But she didn't count on Xena knowing how, to help her. So she'd be okay.
But literally all she said was, I know what she's trying to do, but it's still not going to work.
But when she's talking to Joxer, she tells her. She's all like, she knew...
Does she?
She said something like she knew it would be more painful for me to have to put her down myself. Something like that. Not those words, but she does when she's talking with Joxer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She said,
You're right. I got you.
It would be more painful.
Yeah.
If I had to put her down.
I remember that. Now, I tune out so much with Joxer. I really do.
Okay.
He gets on my nerves.
But yeah.
No human can be that dumb. Well, our current president.
Yes.
But even Joxer's better than that. Yes. Anyhow.
Anyway. So, and Joxer's freaking out because, he thinks, oh shit, Callisto's back.
She's trying to kill Argo.
But she puts the pinch on him because, that's...
She's got to prove herself.
She's got to prove that.
She has no chakra.
So like, okay. Take it off.
And then she compliments him, because, you put your life on the line to
save Argo.
Yeah. Joxer does have some good qualities.
Yeah.
They're really hard for me to find sometimes. But he really does.
And then we're in the cave. Is it the cave where Theodorus is with his army?
I got an oopsie.
Do it. What? What's the oopsie?
So in this scene, After Theodorus throws down his weapon,
Yeah.
he's like at Xena, and then he's figured out that Xena won't kill if they're unarmed.
If they're not a threat.
If they're not a threat. She won't kill. So he commands everybody to throw their weapons down.
I got your oopsie.
You got my oopsie?
Yeah.
I pointed it out to you when we were watching it.
Yeah, I get it.
So, of course, it's not Xena. It's Callisto.
Mm-hmm.
And Callisto is all about proving points.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
So, she turns Theodorus around to slit his throat.
Mm-hmm.
Before the dagger ever touches his throat, the blood's already pouring. It's already started to spurt out of his throat. So you guys be on the lookout for that. Before it even goes anywhere near him. You already see the blood flowing. It's like a split second before it touches. It's easy to miss if you're not watching for it. So, heads up.
Yep.
Alley-oop.
So then she kills him.
And wins the loyalty of the army.
And tells them to go to Amphibolus. Right? And round up everybody there.
Don't forget a soul and don't kill anybody.
Right. And bring them all to that cave where they're at, right?
Right.
Yep. So.
The cave with the cage in the back. Huh. How random is that?
Right? Huh. Never thought about that before. But yeah.
I thought about that when I first watched it. I was like, man, that's an advanced cave right there. Mm-hmm. You know when you go there to die.
Right.
Then you have
Xena and Callisto, right? Yep. They have their little fight.
Well, Xena hears something.
Yeah.
But Xena has spidey senses. Xena does not have spidey senses in Callisto's body. They're attached to Xena's body.
But yeah, her senses in this body are a little rusty. Not rusty.
Yeah,
well,
rusty.
Yeah.
But she thinks she hears something, but she's not entirely sure. Mm-hmm. And then she hears this sound, and it's her chakram being thrown.
She catches it and knocks Joxer out at the same time.
That made me laugh.
Joxer, take a nap. Boom. And he wakes up later with like 2 black eyes. It's funny.
Yes, it is. She goes to throw the chakram back at Callisto, then Callisto's like, Mm-hmm. We'll just catch it and throw it back.
Right. So
she throws it into a tree.
Right.
She should have just kept it on her person.
Yeah.
But she didn't. I don't know why she didn't think that out.
I don't know.
And then we have our next bit of subtext for this episode. Only other place.
Okay.
And I would have never picked this up if it was not for, I can't think of their name. I can't think of the screen name. I had it written down somewhere. I don't know where my notes are. But anyway, they pointed out this scene. Callisto trying to tug at Xena's jealousy.
Uh-huh.
Because the first question out of Xena's mouth is, where's Gabrielle?
Right.
And Callisto says, well, she's my little friend now.
Yeah.
They're like, the tone, the way it's suggested. There's a suggestive tone in the voice in which Callisto says it. Mm-hmm. And Callisto may be a villain, but Callisto doesn't lie.
Right.
Callisto doesn't give enough of a fuck to lie. She truly doesn't.
Yeah.
She may not. She may lie by omission, but she'll never tell a bald-faced lie.
Right. So
they were like, for her to take that type of connotation on it, she's just calling it the way it is. Everybody else may be in denial about it, but Callisto knows what's going on. Callisto knows the best way to get at Xena is to threaten Xena's relationship with Gabrielle. Mm-hmm. Boom, big implosion.
And then Gabrielle comes in.
Yep.
And Xena in Callisto's body has Callisto. Wait, no. Yeah. Yes, Xena in Callisto's body has Callisto in Xena's body pinned down.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Well, she's got her sword at her throat.
Yeah.
Well, actually, they were wrestling for it.
Yeah.
And Callisto wrenched it away, and then when Gabrielle came up, Callisto pointed it back at her throat.
Pulled it back, yeah.
So, Callisto in Xena's body is now taunting Gabrielle.
Yeah.
You can kill her.
Kill her.
She's gonna kill me if you don't kill her.
Right.
And Gabrielle's still hesitant.
Yeah.
I think maybe Gabrielle did realize something was wrong. Maybe. Maybe she just didn't say anything.
I don't know.
Because that really irked me. Like, this whole episode. It bothered me. I'm like, dude, you say you're somebody's best bud? You know? Much less if you're somebody's lover.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're in any type of relationship with somebody, you're going to know when they're off.
Mm-hmm.
That's like you. I know when you've had a crappy day. Or something's not going right. You know?
Yeah.
But it's the same with anybody you cultivate any type of relationship with. So I think that's why it's set so odd with me. But that, now that I'm saying it aloud, that might be why she was hesitant to just jabber, you know?
Yeah.
Because you see your sworn enemy, and you know that they can kick your ass. If you've got the jump on them, you're not going to hesitate to plunge the thing in their back. You know, you're just going to go for it.
Yeah.
And
but we saw that in Return of Callisto too, where Gabrielle had the chance to kill Callisto.
But why didn't she kill Callisto in Return of Callisto? Do you remember why she didn't?
Why?
Because she saw Xena praying. She had her mind set to kill her. Mm-hmm. But when she had Xena going through her head, that was like her last thought, and she was like, I can't take a life. Or I won't take a life.
Yeah.
That was why. And she was fully ready to die. But I think she may have known something was going on.
I don't know.
Especially if she had Xena at sword point. Or who Gabrielle perceived to be Xena at sword point.
Right.
There wouldn't have been a reason she wouldn't have at least given her a warning stab. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So then Xena's all, to prove that she is Xena and not Callisto.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, well, ask her what you've been dreaming.
Ask her if she knows your dreams.
Right. And then, Callisto's pretty much like, oh shit. So she just says, you've been dreaming of this moment, where you get to kill Callisto.
Avenge Perdiccas' death.
Right. And then Xena be like, Well, she didn't do that, but the wrong answer.
Gabrielle hadn't dreamt anything since you killed Perdiccas.
Yep. Then Gabrielle's just like, oh, I could have killed you.
Are you really Xena?
Yeah.
After Callisto runs off, are you really Xena?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Gabrielle's like, I almost killed you. No, you didn't. You held the dagger on the end of the spear, and then she broke it off. She broke the thing off.
Yeah. Then Joxer wakes up and he freaks out because, oh my god, it's Callisto. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not. It's Xena. It's okay. It's okay. We're all good. But, yeah. He wakes up with 2 black eyes.
And then we go to Callisto/Xena's new army. Mm-hmm. And they're loading up all the prisoners.
Yes.
Including Cyrene. Mm-hmm. The real Cyrene. Not Ares Cyrene.
Right.
God, there's a lot of confusing people in this one. Ares is Cyrene.
Uh-huh.
Xena is Callisto. Callisto is Xena.
Uh-huh.
Woo! It hurts my head. I'm too pretty to think that's hard. Anyway, so Cyrene sees who she perceives to be Xena. And Callisto doesn't know. Out of everybody they round up, Callisto has absolutely no way of knowing which one is Xena's mom. Mm-hmm. But Cyrene's the only one that speaks out from the crowd. Mm-hmm. It's like, Xena, what are you doing?
Well, she does say, because Cyrene asks her who she is. Because she knows that
After
that's...
Callisto's been like, look in my eyes, old woman, Xena's
yeah. And then Callisto does say, just another loving daughter. So
because at that point, she's put 2 and 2 together.
Right.
I mean, Callisto's not stupid.
No. She's not.
By any means.
Yeah. And then Ares pops in, right?
Yeah, and at this point, he's pissed.
He's pissed. He's all like, this wasn't the plan. Or this wasn't his plan. This wasn't my plan. So he's not too happy with what she's doing.
Yep. And she says, Xena will be back in the underworld. I won't have my satisfaction. Mm-hmm. He tells her, you don't know her. You're giving her absolutely every opportunity to beat you. And then he forbids her. And that's when she tells him she doesn't take orders.
Right.
From God or a man.
Well, pretty much, no one forbids me from doing anything.
She's like, all my hatred's for Xena.
Yeah.
When I'm done with her, you can have whatever's left.
Right. So.
And he's just mad because it's not his plan.
Right.
Didn't fit in with what he wanted to do.
And he pretty much tells her, well, now you're on your own now.
Mm-hmm.
So, do what you want. Pretty much, I'm done with you. Yep. And then we have, isn't this where Joxer and Gabrielle
are filling bottles with oil.
Start throwing the oil, the bottles of oil in. And
Gabrielle's filling, Joxer's throwing.
Yeah.
And then all the soldiers freaked out. They're like, oh God, put out the torches. We'll be burned alive.
Yeah, put out your flames. So they're like all taking off running because, hey, we're going to be burned alive. Let's get the hell out of here.
Where? To the river. No, to the caves. Oh, that's the wrong episode. What episode's that? Come on, tell me. I'm having to brush up on...
The quill is mightier.
Quill is mightier, yes. I'm having to brush up on Xena trivia.
Yeah.
For the Xenite retreat.
Yes.
You guys talk Lillian into playing with me.
Oh, no, I can't do trivia.
Yes, you can.
No, I'm not very good when I'm put on the spot. My mind goes blank. I'm like,
it's because you're shy.
Exactly.
I don't have a shy bone in my body.
I know you don't. So you got the trivia. You got this. You'll smoke them all. No, I mean you'll beat them all.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna beat them all.
Beat them all.
Yes, you got it.
You're like Paulina. Beat them all. Yes,
kill them all.
I know she said kill them all.
I know.
But you said beat. I don't want to kill anybody.
Well, that's why I said beat.
I like the Xenites.
I know.
They're nice people.
I know. That's why I said beat, not kill.
They provided waters during the writer's strike.
They did.
I marched in the LA writer's strike. Did you know that?
You mentioned that.
I did.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Anyway.
Okay. Continuing.
Back to the cave.
To the cave. to the river. Come on, run! No, they did say, let's go to the river. Because, fire. They need to go to the river.
Okay.
Nobody was on fire.
No.
But they still need to go to the river.
Well, they gotta wash off the oil.
Oh, that's true.
Then they're contaminating the river with oil.
Right?
Jeez.
Lucy Lawless would not approve.
No, she would not.
Neither would I.
No.
Neither would Greenpeace.
No.
Shame on them.
Right?
They should know better than that.
Jeez.
Our first water contaminants were people from ancient Greece.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Alright, so.
Anyways. So
Xena and Callisto are fighting.
Uh-huh.
And Xena starts disappearing.
Right. And then Callisto gets shot in the neck.
With a dart.
With the dart.
Ironically, because that's how we met Callisto in the first place.
Right.
So isn't it fitting that she dies the same way?
Right.
She doesn't really die. She's already dead, but,
That was just to put her to sleep, so, Xena can get through her dream. Right?
Yeah, but Callisto doesn't think it's going to work, because Callisto has a clean soul. She has no guilt.
Until Mummy comes in.
Nobody's soul is clean.
No.
Not one person's soul is clean.
So then she's back down in the underworld.
Yes.
Her mummy shows up.
Yes.
And then she starts
Callisto's mummy shows up.
Yes. And then Callisto starts, she starts feeling the guilt.
Because Callisto may not feel anything for any other human being, but she still feels for her family.
Right. So you have...
They don't talk about that all that much on the show. That's not something that's brought up very much in terms of Callisto in general.
Yeah.
But there are supporting facts for that within the show. That she may not give much of a crap about anybody else, but her mom and her sister and her father were very important to her.
Yeah.
But she's still trying to flip it on Xena.
Yeah, because her mom tells her, these people pretty much didn't deserve to die. They were innocent. And then Callisto tries to pin it on Xena. It was her fault. But, she didn't do anything. It was her fault. But it wasn't.
And Xena finally comes to terms with, hey, I'm not responsible.
Mm-hmm.
I did bad crap.
Yeah.
Everybody's responsible for their own choices.
Right.
And she pretty much, well, she tells Callisto, God, what is it she tells her? She says, I've got my own past to deal with.
Uh-huh.
I'm not taking the weight of your crimes.
Right. And then we have with Callisto going into the rock, right?
Yep.
The whole...
It's a recycled shot.
Right.
It's the exact same shot that they used at the very beginning.
Right.
With Xena's body going into the shot. Or into the rock.
Right.
Same shot.
Right.
Same lighting, same everything.
Right.
And the lighting's different when they're filming for this scene.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you can tell that it's recycled. So then, after Xena and Callisto's body wakes up above ground, Gabrielle's confused. She's like, don't move. Who are you?
Because they don't know if it's Xena or if it's Callisto.
And Xena in Callisto's body is surprised because she checks.
Oh, crap.
That's me.
Son of a bitch. Oh.
Son of a Buckeye.
I don't like this new wardrobe. So they realize that, she's kind of stuck in Callisto's body now.
Gabrielle's not very happy.
No. I mean, would you be?
If I was stuck in Callisto's body, have you looked at my body? I would be thrilled to have Callisto's body. I would just be ecstatic.
Okay.
I haven't been that size since I was 21. Oh, those were the days.
Oh my goodness. Anyway.
So, Gabrielle asked Xena to prove to her again who she is.
Yeah?
Yes.
I forgot how she did that.
She told her that a long time ago she said the cycle of hate had to end. And the only way it could end was through love. And Callisto could never understand that.
That's right. That's what she said.
So I have a question. Another question for you. How does Xena get her chakram back? Because she doesn't have it in Callisto's body.
Huh. I don't know.
And then when Gabrielle looks in at Xena again, Xena has the chakram. How does she get the chakram back?
Did she, take it back?
No.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Because remember, Callisto and Xena's body grabbed it out of the tree
that
Xena had thrown it into.
Yeah.
But when they did the body swap, maybe it was still on her and it just, transfused over. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, the miracles of television.
Yeah.
So, then we got Joxer comforting Argo.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start closing scene, yeah?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. So, Joxer's comforting Argo. You'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still getting used to Xena being in Callisto's body, because he screams every time he sees her.
Right.
He screams like a little bitch, baby.
But Argo's more at ease now.
Yes.
Because even though it's a different face, he senses that, hey,
I'm okay.
It's Xena. She may look different, but it's her. Yeah.
It's exactly what she thinks.
Yes, it is.
I know.
It is.
Okay. I was there.
Okay. Were you really?
No.
Okay.
All right. So, Gabrielle's all like, you need to calm down. Talking to Joxer. He's like, look, nerves of steel, and he's shaking.
He's all shaking.
It's hysterical.
Rattling in his pasta strainer. At
least I don't have a pasta strainer for a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I freaking love Jace. I can't wait till we get the musical episodes.
I know.
So Gabrielle is discontented, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, so what? You're just in there? You're just stuck in there?
Right. Until
looks like it.
Yeah, until Xena can figure out a way to
fix it.
To switch them back.
Till Lucy's pelvis heals.
Right.
So she can dance a Colette again, yes.
So she can what?
Till Lucy can dance a Colette again, yes.
Dance a Colette?
Colette.
Colette.
Scottish dance.
Okay.
Or maybe it's Irish.
I don't know what that is.
We used to do it at Renaissance Fair every year.
Ah, okay.
So yeah. But yeah. And Xena's telling Gabrielle, if this is too hard for you, and you can't stay with me, I understand. I get it.
Right.
I'm like, no, not that.
It's just gonna take some getting used to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, of all bodies, why did it have to be Callisto's?
Right.
And Xena's all like, try not to think of the hatred you have for this body, for Callisto. Think of the love you have for Perdiccas. What's that gonna do? Perdiccas isn't in Callisto's body.
Oh, my
Xena
God.
is. I didn't understand that line either. You know? I mean, it should, in my opinion, it should have been, think of the friendship that you have for me. Think of the love you have for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perdiccas ain't got nothing to do with it. He dead. He's way dead.
But yeah. So now, Gabrielle is dreaming again. Right? Because she tells Xena that she dreamt a wonderful story last night. And then as they're walking off and trailing off, I sing the song of Perdiccas.
The boy I knew, the man I loved.
Yes. And then disclaimer. Read it.
Argo was not harmed during the production of this motion picture. However, she is undergoing intensive psychotherapy to help her work through her resentment and feelings of distrust towards Xena.
Poor Argo.
I felt so bad for Argo in this episode.
She had a rough episode.
There is a slight oopsie as they're walking away.
Uh-huh.
I pointed it out to you. You hadn't seen it before.
Did you?
I did. So, Xena and Gabrielle are Greek. Yes?
Okay. Yes.
The system of writing that we use is actually Arabic writing.
Oh, okay.
If you look on Argo's right shoulder, you will see that there is an Arabic number of 24
branded.
Mm-hmm. They didn't have Arabic numbers in ancient Greece. But
oopsie,
Argo could have possibly been an Arabian horse.
Mm-hmm.
And if she was an Arabian, then she would have had the Arabic numbers. So anyway,
yeah, okay.
That's my 2 cents.
Okay.
My last little oopsie. Argo's brand is visible.
She's got a tattoo.
She got a tattoo. So, I think that's all I got. You got anything?
I got nothing else.
People in Tallahassee, Mother's Day weekend. If you're going to be in the area of Tallahassee, Florida, both Renee O'Connor and Miles Muir, Renee's son, are going to be in the Shakespeare by the Seas theatrical production
of Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, thank you.
And also in Florida, what is it, like a couple of weeks later, there's a convention going on where both Lucy and Renee will be in attendance.
Yes.
So that's
Motor City Con. That's in Orlando.
In Orlando, Florida. So fans are pretty excited about that. Because
it's like the first time in quite a few years that they've been on stage together at a convention. Since, I think it's 2015 was the last one. Yeah. And there's also another convention that Lucy will be at, too. I can't remember which Lucy will be at Motor City on her own. So it's the one in Florida that's Renee and Lucy. I can't remember what the one in Florida is, though.
I can't remember the Motor City one, but in Orlando.
But yeah.
Lucy and Renee. Together again. Yes.
Get your tickets. They'll sell fast.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's a ton of Xenites that are going to want to get in there.
Yeah. So that's exciting news. Yay. Unfortunately, we can't make it.
No.
But for those of you that can,
it's because we have
children. So
it's because we have children.
Maybe they'll, I don't know, do a convention over here closer to us. They should.
If they did another one in Pasadena, it'd be cool. Yeah.
They didn't bring the Xena convention back. I never got to go. It makes me sad.
Well, they were talking about they were talking at one point about Lucy coming to LA and doing a Pleasure Dome.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
But I think that's been shelved.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 100% certain.
Yeah.
But someone posted a couple of live clips from the show, which is a big no-no.
Weren't supposed to do that. No.
And it kind of ruined them being able to get...
To be able to pitch it.
For it to get pitched over stateside. So, for now, I think that's been shelved.
Yeah.
But, I mean, who knows? Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Because there's talks in the work about her coming and doing Sleeping Beauty again.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah. So
we gotta go to that if it happens.
Go to that. But we can take the kiddos to that.
Yeah, we can.
That's kiddo appropriate.
Right? So, yeah, she does that. We're, like, really excited about it.
Yes.
So, it's gotta happen.
Bibbidi bobbidi booyah.
All right.
Okay. So, I think that's all we got.
I believe so.
We're gonna, I guess, get cracking on the next podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We got 10 Little Warlords up next.
Right.
Xena gets her body back.
Ares loses his godhood.
Loses his godhood. We see King Sisyphus again.
Uh-huh.
Who's not the same King Sisyphus that we saw
No.
in Death in Chains,
No.
but
It's a different one.
different actor, same king.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you guys then.
Right.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Till next go around, you guys be good to each other.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much bad crap in the world. Go out and be a force for good. I'm so proud of everybody that went out to like all the marches today.
Right?
That's awesome.
Good job.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to stand up.
Right?
So, that's awesome. You guys keep rocking.
Mm-hmm.
Be a force for good. Take care of yourselves and each other.
Yes.
And happy Chakrams.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Happy Chakrams.
Happy Chakrams.
And till next time, Babbling Bards.
Out.
Out.